Hi all, welcome. So, the Demonologist Guide to Hospital Map. Hospital Map is a good one. It's very big rooms, large corridors. The hospital is very atmospheric. However, I kind of feel it's half done. Similar to Cyclone Street, it only has a few objectives. So the first objective, as usual, is find the ghost. Second is identify it. Third is to find pieces of a gun. Very similar to the first map where you have to find, all the fingers. Here you have to find gun pieces, and once you've found those gun pieces, you then assemble this gun and use it to shoot the ghost. So, sounds interesting, doesn't it? Rather than just banishing the ghost, you actually shoot it. You'll see that happen later on. But yeah, I feel it needs to be a little bit more fleshed out. I kind of feel that Cyclone Street and this map have been rushed. They've concentrated on map number 1, the abandoned house, and they haven't really fleshed out the other two. So anyway, the design is good. It's large rooms, as I mentioned. It's quite simple to navigate. You've basically got one large giant corridor heading up towards this room here, which is a toilet, and there's multiple side rooms off to the right hand side as you walk up. Not too difficult. There's then a second section to the hospital, which we're about to see now. There through those doors, that leads to a stairway that goes up and down, and there's only 1 or 2 rooms in each level. So if you go up, there's 2 rooms. If you go down, there's only 1 room. So it could be a lot better. It could be a lot bigger, maybe I should say. They should definitely flesh out the levels a little bit more. In the map itself, there's a lot of aspects to it. There's a lot of seating. You can't fault them on the amount of effort they've put designing this map, putting in all the details. It really is a very detailed map, and I do enjoy playing it. I just wish there were more objectives. So here we go, EMF reader to the rescue. It picked up on a ghost signal briefly downstairs, and actually the ghost is up here in the hallway of the upper floor. Another clue is that there's debris on the floor, there's pills and a fallen rack of some sort. That normally is an indication that the ghost has been throwing things before you've been present. So yeah, I'm almost certain at this point now that that's the location of the ghost. So rather than attempt to start looking for evidence, I'm immediately going to run back and get prepped for the investigation. So what I'm doing here, guys, and it's well worth doing on the harder difficulties. Pick up your crucifix and your sanity pills and drop them inside the building near the front door. Okay, so why do we do this? Well, if the ghost starts hunting, the front doors will lock and you won't have access to the outside world. So if your crucifix and sanity pills are all outside the building, you're not going to get access to them. They can't help you on the hunt. So by placing them near the front door, we're basically saving ourselves. If we run to the front door during a hunt, we can grab that crucifix. Job done. It can't kill us. So as usual, return to the room where the haunting exists. Here I've got the ectoglass, and it's very easy, as you can see, to spot the ectoplasm. It's a good tool. I like to use it. Very easy to find ectoplasm. Look at the walls and look at the surfaces and you should find it. Next, I've got the spirit box. Another good one. You're looking for a blue light to appear on top of the spirit box itself. Just because it threw something when I spoke to it doesn't indicate that that's a spirit box reactive ghost. You have to see that blue symbol appear on top of the spirit box itself, that ghostly black area. So yeah, no sign yet of any evidence other than ectoplasm. I'm looking for fingerprints on the doors, all the usual. I'm not going to hang about for too long. If I'm struggling to find any evidence, I'm going to run off and I'm going to get the next piece. Or rather, the next set of tools. Turning now with the ESG device, one of the harder devices to use, and the canvas. The canvas used to, allow the ghost to draw. Again, the ESG is a little bit of a hit and miss affair. You have to have the ghost walk practically on it in order for the ghost to be shown. Similar to the canvas here, just make sure you put it down inside the room that the ghost is located. And again, try and put it in a place where the ghost is likely to become very close to it. This is a big hallway, so I'm worried about how difficult it's going to be to get the ghost to interact with this. Skipping ahead just a couple of minutes, I noticed that there's a picture, there's a drawing, so that's a new piece of evidence for me. The door also closed, so I'm double checking for handprints. No handprints or fingerprints. Let's get those marked off. Canvas drawing and fingerprints. So here I'm checking what else is available to me. I'm down to 2 ghosts, and it turns out that the chances are it's either cold breath or ESG. ESG again being the hardest to identify. So I do a little trick here, guys. It's if you put the ESG device near a doorway. Now you saw the fact that it opened that door. It does wander that way. So I'm putting the ESG machine in the doorway. I'm standing in another room that's lit. That'll help me with my sanity. And I'm waiting for the ghost or the demon to come towards me. So let's see what happens. Again, the only way it can come through the doorway is to step on the ESG, and there you saw it. I think you saw it there. There's our evidence. Nama. So we've got it identified. Now the next stage or objective takes place. We have to find bits and pieces of a gun, and the pieces could be anywhere inside this map. The gun consists of 3 separate pieces, only 3, not 5, as in the fingers on map 1, only 3. Okay, and they glow a little bit, so when you're close to them and you look around, they should glow a little bit, which helps you identify. So here's another tip for you guys. When you're looking for objects, be it the fingers or anything else, pick a wall, a side, left or right, and follow it. I call it lefties or righties. So here I'm actually doing righties. I'm following the right hand wall, which should in theory take me around the entire building, okay, and I shouldn't miss a spot. So I'm searching through this room, for example. Okay, I don't think I find anything in here. No, nothing. As I leave the room, I'm sticking to the right hand side. Okay, I'm sticking to this right-hand wall and working my way down the corridor. Now here you'll see the flashing, the first piece. There we go, I grabbed it. That looks like the butt of the gun. So again, sticking to the right-hand side, sticking to the right wall, you come back to the beginning of the map, sort of the reception area, and you'll see that there's the gun being assembled. So when you collect these pieces, they don't appear in your inventory. They actually teleport over here and start assembling on the reception desk. I probably don't need it, but I'm gonna eat some sanity pills. They're right in this room. The more sanity I have, the less likely I am that ghosts will randomly attack. So yeah, they're here. I'm gonna use them. Sticking to the right hand side again. But I believe I wanted to show you the gun. So here's the reception desk. You can see the butt of the gun is in place, but the rest is like a ghostly silhouette. Those are the pieces we haven't found yet. We need to grab them as quick as we can. So sticking to the right hand side, I'm going to continue making my way through the map. I also picked up the cross, guys. I'm holding it. On the higher difficulties, you never know when the ghost is going to hunt. Have that cross with you. And just up here, there's another flashing light. You can see it. There's another part of the gun. Looks like the barrel. Or the grip. And I continue with my right seas, following that right hand wall. So this, again, it's the end of the corridor, and there's one more room at the end of the corridor, which is a toilet block. Now this is the last room to check for me. So the piece has to be in here. Otherwise, I've missed it, and I'm going to have to go the whole route again. As I begin to exit the room, I just notice at the bottom right a hand picture. I wouldn't have spotted that. It's hidden behind the bin. That's a difficult one and a bit tricky. So yeah, guys, keep that one in mind. If you're looking for the pieces, it could be behind the bin in the toilet. So now that I've got all the pieces of the gun put together, all I need to do is return to reception and pick it up. And here we have a fully assembled gun, no ghostly pieces. So I collect it. I'm holding it. We just return to our ghost. That's all we do. Let's start heading back. And expect that the moment you get close to your ghost or demon, it's going to be in hunt mode. It's going to be barely visible, but it's going to be coming for you, so get ready. There, I saw it in the distance. Bang. I shoot it. And that noise indicates it's a dead ghost. A dead ghost? A dead demon? I don't know. It's banished. It's gone. I just fire off the gun a few times just to prove that you've basically got unlimited bullets or soul or whatever this gun contains. Don't worry about spamming that fire button if you miss the first shot. It looks like you've got unlimited ammunition. So yeah, that is it. That was 3 complete set of objectives, and yeah, a good chunk of money to go with it. So yeah, fun time, fun map, very detailed. I like it, but it needs to be more fleshed out. Thanks, guys.